Okay, we're going to take the derivative of this using logarithmic differentiation because that's going to be the best way to tackle something like this. Okay, so if you're going to use logarithmic differentiation, you need to be up to speed on the logarithm rules, and you also need to be up to speed on implicit differentiation. So to use logarithmic differentiation, the first thing I'm going to do is take logarithms of both sides, in particular natural logarithms. Okay. And then I am going to use the logarithm rule of the exponential rule to rewrite this logarithm, and I can take this exponent and bring it out the front. So nothing much is going over here, but I'll have that. Now I'm going to differentiate both sides with respect to x. So I'm going to differentiate WRT with respect to x. And so here's where the implicit differentiation comes in. So the derivative of ln of y is going to be 1 over y. And since we're taking the derivative with respect to x, it's going to be times dy dx, or times y prime. They're the same. Now what we have here is a product, and so I'm going to use the product rule. So it's going to be the first thing times the derivative with respect to x of the second part. This is just the product rule, plus the second thing times the derivative of the first part, and I'll just write it like that for now. Okay, so over here I'm going to have 1 over y times dy dx equals x squared plus 1. Now I need the derivative of ln of cos x. So the derivative of ln of cos x is 1 over whatever's in there times the derivative with respect to x of cos x. And then I'm going to have plus ln of cos x times the derivative of x squared plus 1, which is 2x. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to have x squared plus 1, then 1 over cos x times the derivative of cosine x, which is minus sine x. And I'm going to multiply that in the numerator there. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this 2x out the front. Okay, now what am I going to do next? Sine over cosine is tangent. So I have minus sine x over cosine x, and I'm going to write that as minus tangent x. Okay. So I am now going to write 1 over y times dy dx is equal to, and I'm going to have this term out the front because it's positive. And then I'm going to distribute that minus tangent of x through x squared plus 1. So I'll have minus x squared times tangent of x and then minus tangent of x. Okay, now I want dy dx. And over here, I've got 1 over y times dy dx. So how about I multiply both sides by y? So if I do that, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to have, well, y times 1 over y, that goes away. I'm going to have dy over dx equals y times all of that. Now I'm not done. Why am I not done? Because my answer has to be all x terms, and that has a y in it. So what am I going to do? I am going to, instead of y, I'm going to write it like that. So this will equal to cosine of x, all raised to the x squared plus 1, and then times all of this. And minus x squared tan x and minus tan x. And in red, dy dx is equal to what I've circled there. So I'm hoping it's neat enough. If you've watched my videos, the more videos you watch, the more you'll get used to my handwriting, okay? And so I think that's readable. It's dy dx, or y prime, is equal to cosine of x, all to the power of x squared plus 1, and then all of that times, in curly brackets, 2x times the natural logarithm of cosine x, minus x squared times tangent of x, minus tangent of x, and then close curly brackets. And now I'm actually got the answer that I worked out. And that's looking good. That's looking very good. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So thanks for watching this with me until the end, and I'll see you on some other videos. I'm Dr. Sooze. See you next time.